In rural parts of Siouxland, getting the health care you need may be challenging.
A Northeast Nebraska hospital has some new technology trying to make it easier for those with behavioral health issues to see a provider. KTV's Taylor Deckert has a look at how the new machine works in this week's Healthbeat 4.
You want to bring services closer to home because patients really don't want to travel to the big city. They want to get their health care right here.
Hi, I'm Rachel with Brian Telemedicine.
The Telehealth cart is the latest technology in Pender, Nebraska, bridging the gap in rural healthcare.
What I'm on right now is considered a telemedicine cart, and if you notice at the top of the cart, there's a camera.
Specialists are not on site, but rather virtual.
This is the perfect opportunity for those who live in rural parts of Nebraska and don't want to make the hour-plus drive to metro areas where this service is necessary. Instead, they can just step into the office and speak directly with the medical provider. Although they're not physically here on location, they're just a screen away.
Telehealth came to the forefront during the pandemic and since has brought access to those who need additional services. The ER has seen an increase of mental health, but with no inpatient care, it creates a resolution to the challenge of what are the next steps of care.
Because we are able to get a hold of somebody to help us do a triage, is what we call it, so we make sure that we get those patients to where they need to go.
This is in partnership with Bryant Medical Center out of Lincoln.
We don't have a psychiatrist or all of the mental health people right here, but we can get them from other entities.
Pender Community Hospital received a behavior health grant from the Behavior Health Education Center of Nebraska to support telehealth in rural areas, funding the cost of the cart.
We're in a crisis, and we really, here in Pender, want to, be a part of helping with that, and I think we're just doing a lot of great things here, trying to stay ahead in all the technology that we can.
For Healthbeat 4, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
Pender will also add substance abuse counseling as a new service through providers with Bryant Health in Lincoln and with the help of the new cart.